Hello and welcome back to channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into a topic that many of us have struggled with at one point or another: understanding the mindset of men. It's crucial to grasp certain truths about how men think and behave, not only for our personal growth, but also for healthier relationships. Today, we'll be discussing about men's mindsets. So, let's get started. 1. You can't change your man, he can only change himself. Many people fall into the trap of believing that they can fix or change their partner. While it's a common belief, the reality is that you cannot change a man who doesn't want to change. Men, just like everyone else, need to come to realizations on their own and take the steps necessary to improve themselves. It's natural to want to help your partner grow, especially if you see potential in them, but you must remember that growth comes from within. Forcing change will only lead to resentment or resistance. A man will only change when he sees the need for it, whether it's for the relationship or for his own self-betterment. Instead of trying to mold him into who you think he should be, focus on supporting his journey. Encourage him, offer support, but don't overstep by attempting to control his decisions or actions. A relationship is not about shaping the other person into your ideal, but about accepting them for who they are. Key points. You cannot force change. Men change when they see the value in doing so. Focus on personal acceptance and support. 2. An ambitious man values success above all. Men with ambition often prioritize their success, goals, and achievements above almost everything else, including relationships. For these men, success is not just about earning more money or getting a promotion. It's a way to prove their worth to themselves and to the world. While ambition can be an admirable trait, it can also create tension in relationships if the partner feels neglected or undervalued. Ambitious men might struggle to balance their career aspirations with their personal life, leading to feelings of loneliness or frustration in the relationship. It's essential to understand that for many men, their sense of identity is deeply tied to their accomplishments. If you're in a relationship with an ambitious man, you may need to navigate the fine line between supporting his goals and ensuring your own emotional needs are met. Key points. Ambition often drives men's actions and priorities. A man's self-worth can be tied to his success. Balancing ambition and relationships can be challenging. 3. Some men don't know what they've got until it's gone. It's a sad but true fact that many men don't fully appreciate what they have until they lose it. Whether it's due to immaturity, neglect, or taking someone for granted, some men only realize the value of their partner after a breakup or a significant relationship issue. This stems from a lack of emotional awareness or an inability to fully connect with their own feelings. Sometimes a man may not recognize the depth of his feelings until he's faced with the prospect of losing his partner. When the relationship ends, he might finally realize what he had, but by then, it's often too late. This is why it's crucial to ensure that both partners are fully aware of the relationship's importance. Communication and consistent appreciation are key to avoiding situations where one partner feels undervalued or taken for granted. Key points. Some men fail to appreciate their partner until it's too late. Emotional awareness plays a key role. Communication and appreciation are essential in maintaining a healthy relationship. 4. Just because a man loves you doesn't mean he's good for you. Love is a powerful emotion, but it doesn't always guarantee compatibility or a healthy relationship. A man can deeply love you, but still exhibit toxic behaviors that harm the relationship. These behaviors could stem from unresolved personal issues, poor communication skills, or emotional immaturity. It's vital to recognize the difference between love and compatibility. Love is not always enough to sustain a relationship if there are deeper issues at play. Just because a man loves you doesn't mean he is capable of meeting your needs, respecting your boundaries, or treating you the way you deserve. It's okay to walk away from a relationship where love exists, but the foundation is unstable. In the long run, being in a relationship that's built on mutual respect, shared values, and emotional security is far more fulfilling than staying in one simply because there's love. Key points. Love alone doesn't guarantee a healthy relationship. A man's love doesn't mean he can meet your needs. Recognizing toxic behaviors is crucial, even in loving relationships. 5. Men who have low impulse control are walking red flags. Impulse control is the ability to resist immediate temptations or urges in favor of long-term benefits. Men who lack this skill often act without thinking, leading to rash decisions, unpredictable behavior, and ultimately instability in relationships. Whether it's financial irresponsibility, addiction issues, or even cheating, low impulse control can wreak havoc on a relationship. Men with poor impulse control often prioritize their immediate desires over their long-term commitments, which can result in trust issues, broken promises, and emotional harm. If you're dating a man with low impulse control, you need to be cautious. His lack of self-discipline is a red flag that should not be ignored. A healthy relationship requires trust, stability, and the ability to make thoughtful decisions. Men who can't control their impulses will often bring chaos into your life. Key points. Impulse control is crucial for long-term stability. Men with low impulse control may exhibit risky or damaging behaviors. Be cautious and assess whether this behavior is something you're willing to deal with long-term. 6. Don't compete with his past. You will never win if he doesn't want to heal himself. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in a relationship is trying to compete with a man's past. Whether it's his exes, previous traumas, or unhealed wounds, if he isn't ready to address those issues himself, no matter how much you try, you will not win. Men often carry emotional baggage from their past into new relationships, but not all of them are willing to confront it. Healing is a personal journey. If he hasn't taken steps to heal, you will find yourself in a constant cycle of trying to fix or compete with ghosts of his past. This doesn't just affect your relationship, it affects your self-worth, as you'll constantly question why you aren't enough. The key here is to recognize that if he's not working on healing himself, he's not ready for a healthy, thriving relationship. Don't take responsibility for fixing his past. Focus on yourself, your own growth, and make it clear that you're not competing with memories. He either heals and grows with you or he stays stuck, but you don't need to stay stuck with him. 7. Don't believe their words, look at their actions. Actions speak louder than words, and this is especially true when it comes to men. Many men can say all the right things. I love you, I care about you, you're the one for me. But it's their actions that reveal their true feelings. If his words are not supported by consistent actions, there's a disconnect. Men who are serious about a relationship will demonstrate their commitment through their actions. They will show up for you, prioritize you, and make efforts to maintain the relationship. The tricky part is that men can be very charming with their words, and you might want to believe what they say because you're emotionally invested. But pay attention to his behavior. If he promises change but continues the same toxic patterns, it's time to reevaluate the relationship. Trust patterns, not promises. 8. Watch out for his friend circle. His friends are a reflection of his character. The old saying, you are the company you keep, couldn't be more true. A man's friends often reflect his values, habits, and character. If his friend group is full of people who disrespect women, engage in unhealthy behaviors, or show a lack of maturity, it's a huge red flag. While we all have different types of friends, the people a man spends most of his time with will influence his decisions, behavior, and attitude. If his friends encourage disrespectful or irresponsible actions, chances are that mentality has rubbed off on him. This doesn't mean you should judge a man entirely based on his friends, but it does mean you need to be aware of the influence they have on him. A man who surrounds himself with positive, supportive, and respectful individuals is much more likely to carry those values into his relationship with you. 9. Never trust a man with your kids. When it comes to relationships involving children, extreme caution is necessary. Trusting a man with your kids is a major step, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. Not all men are ready or equipped to take on a father figure role, and some might not have the children's best interests at heart. As a mother, your primary responsibility is to protect your children. A man may be wonderful to you, but that doesn't automatically mean he will be a good influence or safe figure for your kids. Take your time, watch how he interacts with them, and never rush the process of blending families. Keep your children's well-being as your top priority at all times. 10. A man can love you and still cheat on you, because love and sex are two different things for him. This is a difficult truth to swallow, but for some men, love and physical intimacy can exist separately. A man can truly love you but still cheat, not because he doesn't care about you, but because for him, sex and love are not always intertwined. For men who cheat, it's often more about desire, opportunity, or ego than emotional connection. That doesn't mean it's acceptable, it's absolutely not. But understanding that love isn't always enough to prevent infidelity in some men can help you make clearer decisions about your boundaries and deal breakers. If infidelity is something that you cannot tolerate, make that clear from the start. A man who truly respects and values you will understand that commitment isn't just about emotional loyalty, but physical loyalty too. Be firm in your standards. 11. If he's giving you mixed signals, he doesn't like you enough to be consistent. Mixed signals are a common frustration in dating, and they often leave you feeling confused, insecure, and wondering what you're doing wrong. But here's the reality. If a man is giving you mixed signals, it means he doesn't like you enough to be consistent. When a man is truly into you, he will make it clear through his actions and words. There won't be confusion or inconsistency. He will show up for you, pursue you, and be straightforward about his feelings. Mixed signals are often a sign that he is unsure or keeping his options open. Don't waste your time on someone who isn't making you a priority. You deserve someone who is clear about their intentions and treats you with respect. If he's inconsistent, it's a sign to move on. 12. A man only loves a woman he respects. Respect is the foundation of love. Without it, a man cannot truly love you in a healthy and fulfilling way. A man may be attracted to you, infatuated with you, or even care about you deeply, but if he doesn't respect you, the relationship will eventually crumble. Respect comes from admiration, trust, and valuing you as an equal partner. If he doesn't respect your opinions, boundaries, and individuality, then any love he claims to have is superficial. A man who truly respects you will honor your boundaries, support your growth, and value you beyond physical attraction or what you can provide for him. Don't settle for a man who only admires you on the surface. Look for a man who respects your mind, your spirit, and your boundaries. Only then can a deep, lasting love flourish. 13. Men like to spend money on women they love. When a man is genuinely in love with a woman, he often expresses it through his actions. And one of the most common ways men show affection is by spending money on their partner. This doesn't mean he's buying your love, but rather it signifies his desire to provide, to make you happy, and to invest in the relationship. It's his way of showing care and commitment. However, it's crucial not to equate financial investment with love entirely. Emotional investment matters just as much, if not more. A man who loves you will not only spend money, but also time, attention, and effort on you. 14. Men are insecure about women's success. In a world where traditional gender roles are being challenged, some men feel insecure about women's success. Whether it's career, financial independence, or even personal growth, women achieving high levels of success can sometimes intimidate men who are used to being in the dominant position. This insecurity often comes from societal conditioning, where men feel their worth is tied to their ability to provide or achieve more than their partner. In a healthy relationship, both partners should celebrate each other's success, not feel threatened by it. Understanding the mindset of men involves recognizing their need for competition, the thrill of the chase, and their love for appreciation. These traits, while they can sometimes be misunderstood, are often rooted in their desire for validation, connection, and success. Men, just like women, seek meaningful relationships, and their behaviors during courtship and within relationships reflect their own needs and insecurities. By understanding how men think and what drives them, women can build stronger, more fulfilling connections with their partners. Whether it's appreciating their efforts, maintaining a sense of intrigue in the relationship, or acknowledging their competitive nature, these insights can help foster deeper understanding and emotional closeness. Hope you will not use this information to manipulate any men and try to take advantage of them. This is to help women understand men better so that you do not get used by any men. At the end of the day, men want to feel like they've achieved something meaningful, both in their personal and romantic lives. When these desires are met in a relationship, it creates a foundation of mutual respect, love, and appreciation that benefits both partners.